Hello, artists. Well, it's getting close to Valentine's Day, so I thought this would be a good week for a Valentine's project. Isn't this a cute little bear holding a great big heart? And inside of the heart, it says, I love you. So we're going to draw this picture today. And you will need a paper and pencil and something to outline, a Sharpie or a crayon or a black pencil, and some watercolors or another art supply if you do not have watercolors. So let's get started. Now, what is a little bit helpful, you don't have to do this, but it could help you out to know how big to make things if you fold your paper in half both ways. And this bear is mainly made up of two big shapes. One is a heart, so big, and then the head is like a circle or an oval that's gonna go there. So it helps me to have that fold because then I know half my heart's on this side and half my heart's on the other side. Now I'm going to start, actually I think I'm going to go right into Sharpie. Here's a little saying I say to myself when I am trying to make a heart. I go up a hill, round a corner, I'm going to hop over where the paw goes, and down to a point. So there's half my heart, and I'm going to do my other one. And this is starting right on the fold. And so it's mainly the bottom half. Okay, up a hill, round a corner, and down to a point. And the head, I told you, is kind of halfway between a circle and an oval. And I'm going to start at my fold right here in the middle. And I'm going to go roundy, roundy, roundy. Make very, very big head. And roundy, roundy, roundy on this side. Those are the two main shapes that we're going to use. Now next we're going to put the 4 paws. Hand, hand, foot, foot. And those are going to be ovals. 1 oval. 2 ovals. And 3 ovals and 4 ovals. And on these paws here, I'm going to put some little circles. Okay, now I'm going to do his ears, and they're the shape of a half circle. Another name for that is semicircle. And let's put in eyes. That's a medium circle and a small circle. That's for the white sparkle. You don't have to do that, but if you like that look, then put in a small white circle that will be, you'll keep that white. And an oval nose, and then line down and a little smile. So we're going to fill this in with our black, the nose and the eyes, but not that little white sparkle. Over to the other eye. And then I'm gonna write in the center, I love you. Now you'll have your example papers that you can look at, or you can ask someone at your house how to write it. Or if you don't want to write it, you can just put lots of hearts inside of here. But I'm gonna write it. There's I, love is L-O-V-E, and you, Y-O-U. Okay, so now it's time for painting, or whatever color you have. So I'm gonna do my Bear Brown. I'm gonna put my water right nearby so I can put my brush in, put it in my paint, wiggle it around in there. I'm gonna start filling in the head. And you gotta fill it up with paint very often. Now look at that, I can go right over my nose and mouth, because that black will still show just fine. The only thing I don't want you to go over is that white, because we want to keep that to be like the sparkle in your eye. So it doesn't take too long, and it's kind of fun. I think every kid loves to paint. And then you're gonna go right on the outside of your ear to get that brown on there. And be thinking, what else needs to be brown? Well, the paws, of course. Brown, brown. And I'm gonna tell you a little hint. I can find my yellow crayon. Here it is. You could do your paw in crayon and then watercolor over it with your brown. And this is kind of cool. It will resist it. It should. Let's see. I'll help it out around a little bit. There we go. I needed a little bit of help. And then all of a sudden I've got the little yellow marks. I'm also going to come back and put a little yellow in there. Okay, and next is our red heart. So dig into that red, get your brush all full of red, and then come and start filling it up. Now the longer you go, it will start to turn into pink. So if you like it really red, then you need to go over it a couple of times or use very little water. The less water you use, the darker it will be. But you need some water or else you can't get the paint out. Now lastly, you're going to decide on the color of your background. It could be blue, it could be purple, or any color you'd like. You could even leave it white. But let's see, I think I'm gonna do green for change. The example that I made had blue on. Let's look at the example again. It has blue on, but it doesn't have to be blue, it can be green. Now this ends up taking the longest time because there's so much background. But just keep working away at it, and before you know it, it'll be all done. I'm going to go over it with another layer. It's fun to pick out what colors you want to use. Keep going and going and going. You know, you might be thinking about who you want to give your project to. If you want to, you could keep it, but you could also think about giving it to someone in your family or a friend or a teacher and hand it to them and say, Happy Valentine's Day. And then it's gonna need a few minutes to dry. Gotten the paper all wet now. Just takes a little while to dry up. Okay, so there is my bear, that's my Valentine bear that says, I love you. There's one with a green background. And here's one with a blue background. Have fun making your own Valentine bear. Bye-bye.